money in it. Thank you. I know you enjoy it. And trying to keep into the same vein that is set up. This is a great work.
Yeah.
And I listen to you as you speak, and I know Yahweh has revealed His purpose to us by His Spirit that dwells in us. Now, as was said, this doctrine, though it be of the speakers of the same name, has not fully comprehended, nor do I any longer believe they want to comprehend. And the esoteric, you see, now, once, let me use the found as a root. Once Yahweh showed His purpose to it, there was no more alteration.
All right.
No more revision. No new thoughts.
All right.
No old ones. It became, as Dr. Barrington just said, this omnipotent and omnipresent. Now, in the schools, you hear things that come up from those that don't understand. That's all you can say. Now, I have instructed you as I was instructed, that always go back to the root. And follow that same principle all the way down. Now that's what Yahweh Himself does. You see? That anyone that desired to come unto Him, under salvation, you see, which is another thing for other schools to comprehend, that even Satan lives, moves, and has his being in Yahweh.
Yes, absolutely.
The son of perdition is Yahweh's son.
That's right.
You see?
That's right.
Now, if you're not careful, you say he's got two sons.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
You follow? And he does. But anyhow, what they don't understand is the love of Yahweh to manifest something contrary to Him,
Yeah.
that you might discern what He is not.
Well, yeah.
That's right.
You see?
Well done.
So that's some of the love of Yahweh to do that, or even permit that.
Yes.
Even someone to buffet Him, you see, that you might see how He would do it and still be victorious.
Yes.
You see? Because what Satan is talking about, that has no power in it, don't it?
All right.
Right? Now,
Come on.
what I try to do is get you in that state where nothing changes.
Right.
You know what I mean by that? Where I don't want to see anymore where people drop out of school. See? But come to the absolute assurance that this is it.
That's right.
Now, there is but one way to do that, and which Yahweh did. He constantly inspires, renews, rejuvenates, or reconfirms
Very good.
that He is all that He told you.
Yes.
You see? Because anything that temporal, it loses its luster, its glory,
Yes.
you see, or its excitement.
Yes.
You see?
That's right.
When you get a new car, you keep it polished. You know what I mean? You don't want it in the rain.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even clean the motor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Raise it up almost and wipe underneath. Then as it gets old, that wears off. And, well, you see, and sometimes you go get another one to get started again. You see? But see, we don't want another deal.
No. Right. No.
So we want to find out He is intriguing, He's inspiration, and the power to sustain us.
That's right.
You Now, happy, as Paul him said, happy is the man that's come unto him.
Right.
See? Now, I can go back to the prayer by Dr. Christina David. That we really have something to be thankful for.
Yes.
Now, as we came in, there's a car show.
Right.
People spend $1,000.
Yeah.
And they probably come from all over
Right. Right.
just to show off their ancient, antique car. And when it's all said and done, see, unless you're really into, listen to what I'm trying to say, unless you're really into antique cars, you don't pay them no attention. You don't see what this person looked at to even do that. And all it does is get you from one place to the other. And I got a bicycle to do that. But what I said that for, see, we have something that's ancient.
Yes. Yes.
You see? That just is up to date.
That's right.
And it will take you somewhere.
That's right.
You follow? Now, that's our vehicle. You have heard of ancient times. You follow? The things that Yahweh has purposed.
Yeah.
Now, what I was into to cement your understanding in the purpose is to draw out more that's in this plate.
All right.
You follow? And when I say this plate, there's no plate that is not in. You understand that? This plate is in him.
All right.
But it's his love that he drew this out and made it clean.
Yes, sir.
Thank
You
you.
get it now? So then, not only does he, as Donald said, we haven't recognized what a creator is. I'm talking about the idea of honor.
Yes.
We think, or we have the idea yet, that the creator is something or a deity that took something and made something. You see? When you stop and look at it, that's what they did. Now that's how they can say, as Sylvester learned in Detroit, that the creation could come forth in ignorance.
Right.
See, they don't see that it was him transformed
Yes.
into creation. Therefore, it could not pass him in ignorance because he was that personified.
That's right.
Yes.
So that connotation, you see, like when he said, let us make a man. So he didn't take no dust of the earth.
No, sir.
Right.
Right.
You see?
No, sir.
You follow? Now, somebody said, the Bible said. You see, right?
Right.
And before we understood, we said, the Bible said.
That's right.
You get it now?
Right.
And we don't understand. All this is written in the mystery.
That's right.
Now, Paul says, the mystery that was hid from ancient times,
Uh-huh.
even the wisest men. And I mean, when I say, let me clarify this down with it. When I say wise men, I'm not talking about when people went to synagogue on Sunday. Like folks may do every Sunday, going to church. I'm talking about men that devoted day and night under the study of the scriptures after they had begun to write.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You see? Let me cite an example so you'll understand what I'm saying there. There were men that studied the scriptures. Now, the scriptures weren't written in books as you know them now. They were written in scrolls. That wrote them. And there's a reason for that. But anyhow, in studying the scriptures daily and watching the signs that would come to pass that fulfilled this that they were reading. That's what they did. They had to do that daily. You follow me? In other words, since they knew not the time nor the season, then it necessitated them
Yes.
watching daily.
All right.
You follow? They could, now here's what I'm saying. If a star was to know his birth,
Yeah.
then that meant they had to watch the night, every night.
Right.
You see, they could say, well, I'm not going to watch it tonight for fear of missing it.
Right.
The sign that they were looking for. You see that now? Get it now? So what I'm saying, you see, that all these things were set up, you follow me, to typify or to declare something that Yahweh had foreordained before the Genesis.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
You see? So what I'm saying now, these things necessitated people. You follow me? Devout, when you say devout, it simply means devoted. You see? When you say you love someone and they love you, that means you'll never part.
That's right.
If you do, you never did love one another.
All
That's
right.
right.
You see, you may have been infatuated. You know, a lot of times we talk about love, and I talk about love to younger women, knowing they don't understand what love is, but trying to use it in the terminology they understand it. You follow me? Then I try to use those expressions. Now, everybody with me?
Yes.
In other words, let me cite something so you know catch on to that. See, I don't know of anybody this, and it's something that necessitates you being able to do this. I don't know of anybody in here that would say, shoot me or kill me rather than this one. You see? And there's a reason for that. Until you come to the absolute understanding of what life and death is, you see, then you would be out of hurry to say, take me instead of that.
All right.
All right.
So it doesn't mean you're a coward
Right.
or you're chicken about it.
Right.
So you're going to have to know what life is and what death is in order to be able to say that.
All right.
Yeah? Now that's what this doctrine is about. Learning what is life and what is death.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, that's what I want to get to in part. Now that's why I showed you Tuesday night. Now why? I'm going to try to talk about a first resurrection, you see, and a second resurrection, which is the same resurrection.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir. That's all right.
Now, I'll cite it for you, I'll quote it for you. Revelation, whom John was reserved to confirm all that Moses wrote, said, blessed is he that had part in the first resurrection.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
By which the second death has no dominion.
Right.
Got it now? It is appointed unto men, not Adam,
All right.
to die once.
All right.
All right.
After that, the judgment.
All right.
See, you got to rightly divide these men. Adam was not born
Right.
according to no flesh.
Go ahead, man. That's right.
Very good.
Yes,
You
sir.
see? Now, let's bring it up to date. You have not been reborn where you sit by no flesh.
That's right.
You see? But by the kingdom of Yahweh
Yes.
being preached unto you. Get it now?
Yes. That's cool.
You follow? Which the second death, you see, would have no dominion over you.
Right.
Yes.
In other words, the death of this creation going out of existence would have no dominion.
All right.
You got it? Now, I said that, and I shouldn't possess the divine ability. Notice I said divine. I didn't say reading and writing and quoting. Okay? But I'm talking about the possessing divine ability to do that. In that, I have been risen from the dead.
All right. That's
See?
right.
Then I ought to have some knowledge of what death is.
That's right.
All right. Go on with it.
Word in there.
Got it now? Now why? According to a vision only, this is the first resurrection. Get it? I said this, now here's what I mean when I say that. See, Yahweh existed long before a vision given to Moses. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be deep and way out and abstract and nobody can follow. You see? In other words, if he could say to Abraham before Abraham was, I am.
Yes.
You see? Then he could also say in another state of being, you understand? Before creation was, I am.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Understand me so far?
Yes, sir.
Now, Donald said this is not commonly even accepted in ideology. Now, forget church work.
Right. That's right.
That's all. Because all they know is blood, water, spirit, forward, and Joshua died, and Yahweh wants us to praise his son. And just be satisfied just to be his son. You see? But let me tell you something. In that, even in that divine art, a son has no power unless he is one with his father.
All right.
It's more correctly said, unless he is the father, then the son should be with him. That's what you mean when you say, he that has the son, half. Now, half doesn't mean you're going to go get it. You follow me? It means you already got it. You follow me? You see? Now that right there is a mystery. We think that Yahweh has little boys and little girls. Or offspring. Or he's got some children running around. Or children. And he doesn't. You see? Now here's the way Paul put it, that we were the offspring of Yahweh. Even the poet said that. Now what are you talking about? We come forth from him. And coming forth from a parental substance, that state is called son.
Right. Yes.
All right.
Now, what an actor is. This is the first resurrection of him revealing himself to man concerning creation.
All right.
See? Because this appeared to Noah.
Right. Yes.
You see? It appeared to Abraham before Moses.
Yes.
But what we're talking about is creation. You see? Now that gives you an idea of something. There is something that's going on that was necessary for creation to show you a pattern of what was going on.
Yes. Yes.
Does everybody understand that? Let me make it plain. Why didn't he just continue this revealing himself to men without ever showing them how he created the heavens and earth?
All right.
Get it now? So evidently he's showing him some man, which was Moses, how he created the heaven and earth. Show forth there was a key in the creation for man to come to.
All right.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Get it now? There's a key in it. Now this brings about Romans 1:19-20. Now you don't have to read it. But since you read mostly for us, you see. For all that may be known of Yahweh.
Yes.
Get it now? Now by the creation, let me explain what I'm saying. By the creation, we know that this chaos or chaotic darkness had to take place with Noah. You get it now?
Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah.
And why it did. Otherwise, we would not have been able to put them together.
That's right.
Right.
You see? Had not someone saw creation,
Right.
then we wouldn't have been able to link it to nothing.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Now, when you get through with creation and take it out, you're talking about the secret chamber of Yahweh.
Yes. Yes.
You got it now? So everything that he's done is of necessity.
Yes.
Necessary or necessary tool of which you come to an absolute and profound understanding.
All right.
Now, and what I've been trying to do is deal with the conscience Because as Donald said, that's where the man died. You see? And when you say Adam died, what you're talking about, he laid aside
All right.
that he was. You see? And began to give birth, you follow me? To offspring that they might know who he was.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
That's the death you're talking about with Adam.
Right.
So you have to be able to explain it. Now, in a chronological sense, for the sake of the news, and I'm going to quote because I want to move. See, Yahweh told us that the day you eat is the day you will die.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Now, we have it in this, whatever Yahweh said, that's it. Even little Christy said, Yahweh can do anything he wants to do. So if he does anything he wants to do, anything he says must happen, it's going to happen now. Right? So, you have to go to Psalm 94, the days of creation, 2 Peter 3 and 8.
Yes.
Which means that one day with Yahweh is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is the one day, right? Now, if Yahweh told Adam the day he eats is the day he dies, he touched the fruit, and seemingly, according to common sense, you see, lived 930 years. Right? So then that would come out using chronology. That he did die, this is one day.
Right.
And if he died at the age of 930, you see, when he died, we'll put it that way, then he died 70 years short of living all day.
Right. Right.
So then that's the chronology of it. You see? But there's something that has to transpire in the day with the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Get it now? And I've already explained. When he took the fruit, you see, that's when he partook of death.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
You follow? Now, watch. I'm going to get at right at where if I'm not able to express it, the Spirit in you will reveal it. The way Yahweh showed it to Moses, and it's hard to say. And here's what's hard about it to say. See, we say they took him from inanimate earth, or from the dust of the earth. But the earth was not in its dead state according to the vision.
Right. Right.
Right. Yes, sir.
That's right.
So what Yahweh is using in the mystery now, he's showing a source for the man.
Right.
Not that he comes from the dust.
Right.
Because, now here's what if you're not careful, this is what we've done. We've contradicted ourselves unless we keep heaven and the manifestation in the unity.
Right. Right.
You got it? We got, now let me show you what I'm saying. We got Yahweh creating the heaven and earth, transforming into ever cosmographical structure in the universe. Right? But when he gets to the man, he's using something else. The dust of the earth. You get it? But you have to keep that principle upright. So then the dust is the cloud. You get it now? And see, this is where this came from. So then it was necessary for Joshua to tell Moses, you forgot to tell you where, you understand? Right where I told you I got him from. You see? And you come right back and say, do you? No, cloud.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Or from eternity. The one. So when Yahweh took on a body in this, are you listening? Are you listening?
Yes.
Because remember, these things are hard to express and they're not known. You see, you have to have been there to be able to even begin to talk about it.
All right. Right.
And you can't talk about it unless you give him permission to talk about it. Somebody said, that's the first time Dad's ever said something like it. The first time I've been given permission. And there's something that goes along with giving permission. You mean you're ready to hear it.
All right. Very good.
That's the only thing that you don't have permission. That's the only reason why you wouldn't have permission, because they're going to be like, well, listen. Okay? Now, so then this is the first resurrection forming the man. That's the first resurrection of him in a body.